Hello everyone, it's Rory from Pratts Pods here with another quick video, and not too sure how I'm going to do this one as I've only got one camera and this is going to be a bit difficult to do without moving the camera around a lot. So here we have a board from an iPhone 7. It was brought in for water damage not turning on. We could clearly see from the marks to that sort of black stuff over the board and well, a couple of missing screws. We could quite clearly see that it had been attempted for water damage repair before. I mean, the key thing when sort of looking at water damage is you remove these covers, which is the first thing, and these black films on the back, they should always be removed. So yeah, great, they looked like they had been removed. And you should remove these shields on the front as well, so you can get underneath them and clean the components underneath. Now those shields have not been removed, so whoever did the water damage treatment on this has not done it properly. When we plug it in, now I'm not too sure how I'll get you guys to see this. Maybe if I can come from a different angle. Sorry, the phone's a bit... 1 second, I'll try and make this a bit better for you guys. So, if I do it like this, I should be able to see something. So this is my DC power supply. So it will be putting 4 volts of power into the board. So if we come here, we plug in here, see what happens to that DC power supply. Look, ready? Let me focus on it. See what happens to that DC power supply. There's a 5 amp short on the main power line. Now, I won't leave that plugged in for too long. Basically, we are getting an awful lot of heat from this lower part of the board. I've had a quick look under the microscope and I can see one horrible looking capacitor that you can just about see there. So if I had a microscope camera, it would make this bit a lot easier. There's one capacitor there basically that looks horrible. Now I don't know for sure if that's going to be the only fault. I don't know, well, I just don't know at the moment, to be honest, because at the end of the day, I have gone as far as you guys and I've plugged it in, seen a short, and I have had a quick look at the back of the board. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at this under the microscope properly. I'm going to remove that capacitor, see where we go from there. So I will be back on video in just a moment. Right, so I'm back. I've got myself sort of set up now, my extractor fan and stuff like that on. So now I'm not going to bother attaching this to a board holder or anything because of it. Hopefully it's just a case of removing this one capacitor that's here. So I'm going to jump on there, stick on some flux, come in with my tweezers, hopefully just pull that straight off. That is properly welded to the board there. Properly welded. There we go. Got it. So hopefully it is just this tiny little thing which has been causing all that grief for our customer. Like I say, it says it's definitely a water damaged phone. I personally can't see that the water damage was bad at all. And clean up them pads to make sure they're not bridging anything in there, causing further shorts. Give that a clean up. There we go. So now I'm just going to plug this in, see if we're still getting that short. Because by all means, I mean, that might not have cleared the short, that might have just been a bad capacitor causing some other issue that we don't know about yet, because there was a short on the main power line. So I mean, there is a bit of bridge in there. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to go look at schematics and stuff like that, see where heat's coming from. But I reckon that might have just sorted it. So now if we come back over here, get this plugged in. We still have a short there. So, fortunately that did not fix the issue. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a bit of alcohol in it. I mean, you can do alcohol, you can do freeze spray, whatever you rather. Usually use freeze spray to be fair, but I'm going to use alcohol this time and just see where it bubbles. Oh. Now it reckons the short's gone. Bit odd. Prompt to boot. Sorry, that's not even looking in the right place at all. So, that's a bit better. So after all that, actually looks like it's booting now. So that did clear the short after all. I am going to connect up the screen now and see where we stand with it. So you guys, I mean obviously I know it's booting because I can see on the DC power supply, but for you guys, you obviously won't know it's doing anything, you're just taking my word for it at the moment. So if I connect up that screen, prompt to boot, that's basically just holding down the power button, and there we have it. And we have Apple logo all turning on. See where we go from there, see if it actually boots up or if it may get stuck in a boot loop or something like that, who knows, but we'll leave it for now, just turning on. There you go. I'll be honest, I think that was my fault. I think I just shorted my power supply to the back housing on the phone. So what I might do now, just to stop that happening, turn this round. I think that was my fault, it just stopped because that literally just shorted out. I tell you, I am waiting for a new tripod because this one is awful. Like I say, so this has been repaired by someone before, or someone had attempted water damage treatment on this. Unfortunately they couldn't fix it, and I mean for a well-trained eye or someone that does this all the time, such as myself, the fault was obvious. You plug it into a DC power supply, you get a short to ground, probably going to be on the main power line. 9 times out of 10 it will be on the main power line. If it is, plug it in, see where the heat comes, take it from there. Like I say, hopefully this is going to boot up and we won't have any further issues. If for any reason it hangs on this Apple logo, then I'll have to figure out why. I'm just checking if there's any heat around. Nothing seems to be getting hot. A little bit of heat here, but you're always going to get a little bit of heat around the power management chip. And here we go. Home button's not working, but that could be one of many things. But it's turning on, and our customer's going to be able to get data back by the looks of it. So, lovely. So there we go. That is one no power iPhone 7 repair. After water damage treatment, it had been treated elsewhere, and then they brought it to us because obviously they couldn't fix it. So that is that all sorted. Now I'm going to check out why the home button's not working. Hopefully it's just a bad cable between the home button and this board. So I'm just going to plug it into another screen and see what happens.